What's up guys, Streezy here. I'm back with a GTAOnline video, and this time I am doing the import-export guide, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. So, what you want to do first, you want to pull up the internet. You want to go to Money and Services, and then go to Dynasty 8 Executive. If you haven't already, you need to buy one of these offices. This runs crates, import-export, and some other stuff. It's probably one of the best things to have in GTA. You don't have to buy the one I got. Downtown. It's pretty expensive, but you could just buy the this one right here, the Maze Bank West. It's only $1 million, so it should get you started. That's just for garage. I wouldn't too much worry about that right now. You can always buy it later if you want, but once you do buy it, it's the same concept with a lot of other businesses. You got your styles right here. This does nothing for you. It doesn't make you money, so I would hold off on that. It's just cosmetics. Same way with this. It's just your assistant. Just choose between female or male. Same here. You can change the font, which is pretty cool. The colors. It's basically your CEO organization name. So, gun locker, you don't really need it. It's just to change your loadouts, like hide certain weapons, stuff like that. I've covered that in an earlier video. The safe, don't buy it. It's a waste of time. It's just for looks. It doesn't do anything. And accommodation is the personal quarters, so you can spawn in here. So that's all that is. So if you want that, you can get it, but you don't need it. It's not essential. So okay, moving on. So once you buy your office and you show up, this is what it'll look like. Not quite like this, but pretty similar. You got your assistant. She gives you free snacks. That's always good. She could spawn your personal vehicle at the front door for you. She can get your Pegasus vehicles on the roof for you, or on the in front, whichever you decide to choose. But here's the accommodation right here. It's just a bedroom with a shower, spawn location, change your clothes, you know, stuff like that. The gun locker, you got that, but I'm not really going to cover that. I covered that in my nightclub video, so you'll go check that out. But here's your bread and butter right here. This is why you come to the office. Now I will focus on special cargo crates in a future video, so y'all stay tuned for that. But we're going to focus on these two. The special vehicle is discounts for all these vehicles. That's all it does. It gives you access to the discounts for these. I wouldn't really recommend any of these now because they don't really do anything. The Ruiner's pretty cool, and the Ramp Buggy's pretty cool, but you don't have to have them. They don't really serve a purpose in free mode. But if you want to do the mission, they are fun. I think you got to have at least 2 people though. They're fun to do like one time, but like I said, you don't really need none of these vehicles. They don't really serve much of a purpose anymore because they're kind of obsolete now. But here is the bread and butter right here, the vehicle cargo. You go to the warehouse map, and here you go. You got all these warehouses. This is the best business for solo players, so, or depending on how you look at it, this and the bunker. If you mix with this one with the bunker, it's the 2 best businesses for solo players. So yeah, but as far as location, there's really not a bad location. I know a lot of YouTubers say pick a certain location, but it really doesn't matter. It's just depending on what you like. Now the one I would not recommend is the one right here. It is the cheapest one, but there is a reason why it's the cheapest. It's right beside a gang attack, so if you try to go outside and try to deliver vehicles, stuff like that, you know, you got gang attacks coming all over the place. that's a pretty good location. I would probably recommend this one if you want the cheapest one. I think that's a pretty good location. Mine's over here. You don't have to get that one. I just like being by the airport for some reason, but yeah, them are the locations, and yeah, that's it. You will have these. It's all cosmetic. They don't do anything. You could choose a style, or you could just keep it bare bones. I got the most expensive, but you don't have to do that. It doesn't do anything. Once you do that, you're set, basically. Because this one doesn't, you know, require security or upgrades or none of that. So yeah, that's about it. So moving on. So after you purchased your vehicle warehouse and you got everything set up, there are two vehicles I recommend for this. Is the Terabyte. If you haven't checked it out, check out my nightclub video. I did a review on that. And the Cargo Bob, and they both will set you back some serious cash. I think the Cargo Bob's like 1.7 mil, and the Terabyte's about the same price. So if you can catch them on sale, that's always good. So I would recommend these two. You don't have to have the Cargo Bob, and you don't have to have the Terabyte. Just know that you do not have to have these. They will help, but you do not have to have them. So yeah, moving on. So here's your vehicle warehouse. Your garage will not look like this when you first get it. This is basically all you do right here. You source vehicles, you store them, and then you sell them. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So yeah. So here you go. You got top range, which pays the most, obviously. Mid-range is mid-range, obviously, about 62,000 per car. Top range is 100,000 per car. Standard range, I want to say around 30,000. But you could store up to 40 vehicles in the warehouse, so you can do the method a lot of people do, is the 10 standard, 10 mid-range, and the 4 top range. If you do that, you will always source a top range vehicle. That way you get the most amount of money. But I mean, that method is good when you first start out, but after a while, me personally, I just started just throwing all vehicles in here. I didn't really care. But like I said, you could do the top range method, which is helpful for a lot of people. You can have up to 4 people in your CEO, and if you export each vehicle like this, then you just keep clicking. You know, obviously I don't have no associates with me, but you can have each of your associates, you know, sell your car, and you'll get, you know, you'll get double that money. So you can make a pretty good amount of money on here if you got friends that help. But if you don't have a crew, I mean, it's still probably the best, because you only have that one vehicle to sell, so it's really easy. I will show y'all a sale right quick, and yeah. So once you're about to export a vehicle, you got private, showroom, and specialist dealer. You obviously have 40 grand for private. Well, you do not have to pay anything up front, so you get 40,000. That is a pretty good investment right there. Then you got 70,000. You only have to pay 10,000. Then you got 100,000. Then you have to pay out 20,000. I would always do the specialist dealer. You could do these other ones if you like, but specialist dealer you make the most. So you net profit about 80,000 after paying 20 grand. So you just do this. You just come in here, customize it. All the upgrades are free to you because you already paid the you already paid the upfront cost. So all this stuff is free right here. You just throw something on. I mean, you could sit here and spend time with it if you like, but I just come in here and throw some stuff on because you're not going to keep the car. So once you're ready to sell, you can either get the Cargo Bob and hook it. You know, with the hook, you just get in there, press right on the D-pad, and you could come down there and hook it. I will show you all that right now. Like I said, it takes a little bit of practice, but once you let that hook down, you just come down here. You can just hook it up like that. Got to be careful not to damage it because you do lose money. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to speed up this process right now and now, before you guys think, you know, you could just come right back to the office and, you know, sell another car just as quick. You can't do that. Rockstar has cooldown timers, so as you can see, it's 15 minutes. But if you have like 4 vehicles, that top range, like $400,000, the minutes go longer. I think it's maybe like 50 minutes or something. I could be wrong. But yeah, for each vehicle, for each person that sells a car, the time goes up more. So you can't just come in here and sell a vehicle right away again. But yeah, just a little tip, guys. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for that cooldown timer, you could do other activities. You could source more vehicles. You can go do a couple of headhunters or other VIP works if you'd like, while you're waiting. But yeah, moving on. So while you're waiting, this is what the terabyte, why I told you to bring the terabyte. You don't have to have it. You could just go to your office, but it's just a lot quicker. You come to this screen right here, and so you can do your businesses from here. So you could just source a vehicle. It'll give you a top, mid, or standard range. As you can see, I got top range. Like I said, you could do the method where it's 10 standard, 10 mid range, and then you'll always get a top range. Like I said, you could do it that way, or you just do like I do. I just fill up my warehouses now since I have plenty of money. Because to get started, it's going to take you a little bit now. Don't go and buy shark cards. Please don't do that. Just grind it out. It's really not what Rockstar has in place. It's not really worth what they charge you for. Same way with Red Dead. Don't buy a gold bar. Don't buy microtransactions in games. When you do stuff like that, it takes the fun out of the game. So yeah, I'm going to speed up this process until we get to the car, and then we'll take it from there. So once you get to your destination, you have different types of objectives or different situations to get the car. Some are like at a stunt race, some are races. This one obviously is a car show. You just come in here and you wipe everybody out and steal the car. That's basically it. Just don't blow up the car. You could blow up the other ones if you like, though. Like this. Just gotta be careful. Well, yeah, just don't do what I just did. That's 21,000. Well, you could do the method like I said earlier. You can hook it right there, or you could just drive it. And I'm just going to drive this one, since I've already got to pay out the nose. Yeah, don't do what I just did. I just used explosives. Don't do that. Not a very good idea. But yeah, I'm going to speed up this process and move on. So yeah, guys, when you're doing it this way, just know there will be about 4 waves of enemies. So if y'all could just take them out, like I said, you'll have 4 waves. So once them 4 waves stop, you can take the car back. I had to edit some of that out because I have died a few times. Like I said, their accuracy is insane. So after them 4 waves, you should be good. Same way with selling. It's the same, especially if you're in here by yourself in a solo public. you will get 4 waves of enemies, unless you got other people in here. If you got a friend or somebody in here with you, you will not get enemies after you on the sale. Now, when you're sourcing the vehicle, you will, I believe. But as far as selling, you should be fine. Nobody should be chasing you if you have multiple friends or other people in the lobby with you. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process. So, as you can see, that sale, I had to pay $23,000. You do have to pay for the damage, so. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep this video kind of relatively short. It's just sourcing and selling. And the good thing about the vehicle warehouse is like the hangar. It can't get raided, so you don't have to worry. You could just sit here and stock up vehicles, as you could see. I got a bunch of vehicles I need to sell, but I mean, you could just sit on it if you want, or wait for like a double money event, or really 50% more, because I don't think they ever did double money with this. But yeah, it's real simple, guys. Same philosophy with the mid-range and standard range. I believe the mid-range and standard range are a little easier. The enemies ain't so aggressive. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Ain't nothing to it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Red Dead, GTA, and other games. Take care, everyone. Peace.